Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to... yard line. First down here for the offense. The give to Davis. Nice move to keep moving. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, good pick.
Ball in the air, intercepted.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
First down for this offense. White going to attack through the air. Gets open down the middle. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The give to the back. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success. And it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
The Aggies have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Third and goal coming up here. White wants to throw it. It's complete. And he will score! Touchdown, Aggies! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep.
Oh,
And it's
God.
incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Newton. Dances away from the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Gonna run it. It's Alexis. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now,
Good play.
This year's
Dang.
identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Fires the pass,
Oh,
intercepted.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job on the defense securing the INT.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense too.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Newton. He's got the tight end, and he's knocked down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well give it to him again.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on second down.
Oh, God.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Man, great.
And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Quarterback touch pass on the Jets.
Holding.
Delivers
Oh,
the
God.
contact. Gets it into the end
Damn
zone,
it.
but there's a flag down. We'll see if this
Bullshit.
one is coming back. Thought he had the touchdown and saw not everybody was celebrating with him after that yellow
man.
laundry was on the field, and it's coming back. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. White going to attack through the air. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. The quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st.
Oh, yeah.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Touchdown, Razorbacks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense. On the
Damn.
drive.
Rest of season. Oh, that's crazy. Fuck.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass.
The safety fumble. Pick it up. Oh, yeah.
It's just cradling
Oh,
it
yeah.
and securing it. A loose
Oh,
football
yeah.
in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Utah State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass. And then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket. And then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
White wants to throw it, using his feet to buy time. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Tease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Looking to throw on second down.
Oh, be there.
It's complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, there's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient. Most of the time, that drag route's going to come.
On second down, wants to throw it. Floating away. Unleashes.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the third interception of the night. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense, closing it off and making the interception.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for space. It's Russell. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Toss sweep to the right. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down.
And I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And the Aggies are on the move. The run to the left. At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Just when they're looking run, now up top.
Oh, good toss.
Snagged in the end zone.
Bro.
Touchdown, Aggie.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And wait just a second. The officials going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass. It's Newton. A strike downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Russell. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the 4th quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Charlotte is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up by 17 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Off he goes. The 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. White going to attack through the air. Looking deep. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got it down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Texas A&M going up tempo. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. On 2nd down, looking again to throw.
Oh, yeah.
The 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Newton. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a crease to the left.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. And that is how we will wrap this one up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.